Hello, hello. Today's topic, we're going to ask what energy is leaving you behind. So we have here three options for you. All of them are doors, by the way. So pick a door. From left, we have group number one, group number two, and then group number three. Alrighty, group number one, you chose this door. Let's put that aside for now. Let's find out what energy is leaving you behind. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number one. You have here Knight of Swords. You have Six of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups. Hermit. Ten of Cups. And you have here Seven of Swords. Nice. Bottom of the deck, look at this. 10 of Wands. Wow. Alright, so I'm actually seeing here Swords energies, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then we also have here water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And then we have Virgo, if it's actually Earth. Okay, so what energy is leaving you behind, group number one? Definitely the overall energy is 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is actually talking about burdens, exhaustion, baggages, and all that. So if this is actually weighing heavily in your back for a while now, this is what's leaving you behind, which is good, okay? I feel that for a lot of you, what's leaving you behind, it's related to a past event, because you got your Six of Cups, all right? Whether it's a traumatic event or experience or even an actual person, okay? That's actually what I'm getting. I'm also hearing as well that for some of you, what leaving you behind, or the energy that's leaving you behind, is this energy of always kind of like looking at yourself in a very small way. I don't know why I heard that all of a sudden. Some of you may have been kind of like either thinking of yourself as if you can't do this, you can't do that, or it's as if you feel small. I don't know who is that for, but that's actually what I'm getting. So that's why Spirit is kind of like saying, you will be realizing, or you will have this awakening, is what I heard, in which you are actually discovering yourself in a different light. That's really what I heard, okay? So it's actually more of like negative self-talk is what I'm picking up for some of you. And that's the energy that's leaving you behind as well, all right? Others of you, something from the past that is robbing you of your present, okay? And that's true, because if you are always putting your focus on the past, especially if it only brings up a lot of negative emotions or feelings, it's really not going to help you in your present moment. So I feel this is what's really leaving you behind. And that's why this 10 of Wands, the exhaustion, the burdens, and all that is finally going away. Okay? Wow. I really love this. Let's try to pull up another set of cards. What energy is leaving group number one behind? Okay, yeah, you got here, Healer of the Ages, you guys. So I really feel that you guys are actually healing, okay? Whatever burdens or baggages that you are currently feeling right now in your situation, group number one, that is being healed, okay? Let's try to pull up more. Look at this, behind a mask. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. Because earlier, you got the Seven of Swords, which is also a card that talks about deception. And now you got here behind a mask, which is also giving me that similar energy. So I feel that energy is also coming away or leaving you behind for good. So for instance, if you were actually deceived by someone, or maybe there's actually somebody around you who's not being very honest, or their intentions are not real, or they may have ulterior motives, I really feel that for some of you, either it will come off like this. Either you would be discovering, or you would be seeing things clearly. Okay, maybe it's hard for you to see that in the past, but things are making sense. So that energy is leaving because you're seeing things for what it is, or if it's a person, for who they truly are. That's really what I'm getting here. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. Let's try to pull it more. Yep, because there's clarity. Oh my gosh. You have Ace of Swords. How interesting is this reading? Man. Because again, like what I said earlier, you were shown the Seven of Swords. So it's talking about deception, all right? Or maybe somebody's also kind of like draining your energy as well. Somebody's not being very honest or open or truthful towards you. But remember, for some of you, it can also be yourself. Some of you are also kind of like releasing this energy of not being authentic is actually what I picked up. But that's for a very few of you. Others of you, I'm actually getting that you are actually finding, the reality or seeing the things for what they are or for who it is. I don't know. I really got that for group number one. Because again, Ace of Swords is talking about clarity. It's a breakthrough for you. It's a big discovery. Okay? My gosh. That's why I actually picked that up earlier. That for some of you, you will be discovering that. Maybe in the past, it's hard for you to see things clearly. All right? But things are finally making sense. It's becoming more and more clear for you. Because remember, you got the Hermit. And Hermit is actually a person who's all about finding the truth. So he tries to isolate himself from everybody else so he can actually seek for this enlightenment. And that's what's happening for group number one. I really feel that the energy that's leaving you guys is the energy of deception, which is actually really interesting because honestly, it started year 2020 actually. All right. Some people, they say it started 2021, but it actually started off year 2020 when the energy of deception is so freaking strong. I actually got a lot of messages like that from other, psychics, all right, in which they too got the same message, in which people are being warned not to believe right away or to be, mindful of the people that they're actually dealing with or some situations. So I really feel that this energy of deception, whatever it is, whether it's actually other people in your life, who's not being very honest or truthful towards you and you're seeing who they are really because he got here behind a mask, or it's just basically the situation. Maybe it's hard for you to see things. It's kind of like you are in this illusion and all that until things are finally making sense. But yeah, look at this. Ace of Swords, clarity. It's a big or a huge breakthrough for you guys. It's a discovery, all right? Let's try to pull up more. Wow, I love this. What energy is leaving? So on top of deception or all of those negative experiences from your past that is weighing you down or robbing you off in your present moment, let's see what else. Okay, you have here parenting, all right. It can be related to parents for some of you, all right. Yeah, somebody wanted to be independent here. Oh my gosh. Well, not necessarily that there's domestic issues and all that, but somebody watching group number one, I feel the energy of being dependent on someone is also very strong. So I feel that some of you are having this courage to spread your own wings and just go on your own, all right? To live your own life. I'm really getting that with this flying card. We see here this unicorn, all right, jumping up in the sky, all right. I'm hearing freedom just by looking at this image, all right. So yeah, that's really what I'm picking up here. And if I also read this intuitively, we see our maze, and maze is a symbolism as well for confusion, of feeling lost or feeling confused about something. And remember, just earlier, you got the card of clarity. All right. So the energy of confusion, of not seeing things for what they are or who they are, if it's a person, it's becoming clear. So the energy again of confusion, of deception is leaving your life, okay? For some of you, I'm hearing independence. You're freeing yourself, all right, from something that is actually keeping you stuck or stagnant, all right? Others of you, I'm really getting here that maybe you are thinking of starting on your own, all right, or getting your own place, not depending on your parents anymore. You wanted to find your own place, your own house. That's for someone out there. Okay, let's see what else. What is this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, healing begins. Are you kidding me? So earlier you got the healer of the ages. Now you got healing begins. This is exactly what's happening to you, group number 1. So remember, that's the Six of Swords energy. And Six of Swords is all about transition. Okay? You're moving towards peaceful waters, group number 1. In the traditional tarot, it shows, a family, all right? A guy and a mother and a kid. They're actually inside this boat and they're moving away from the storm. And that's exactly what's going on for you, group number 1. And remember, your overall energy, it's the 10 of Wands. And again, this is talking about burdens, feeling exhausted and drained and all that. That is leaving. You're moving towards peace, you guys. You are healing for sure. Wow, there's a lot of movement, okay? This is so beautiful. Let's see what else. Yep, look at that. Flexible. Courage. Let me stop. You know what? When I actually saw those 2 cards, I keep on hearing the word risk and stepping out of your comfort zone. That's really what I'm getting for some of you, all right? So maybe currently you're kind of like afraid to do something, all right? Or to take this giant leap of faith. And usually it's rooted from fear or lack of confidence, okay? And that energy is leaving you guys, all right? Some of you are also learning to become a lot more adaptable to changes. That's another message I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Others of you, you are actually also releasing, or that energy of being fixed or fixated on something is leaving you behind because you're becoming a lot more open with this flexible card, all right? You're open to possibilities, or you're trying out new things. But yeah, others of you, there's something about risk, all right? In which you are stepping out of your comfort zone, and you will be given this courage to do that, to make some changes for yourself, positive changes as well. Wow, this is amazing. Let's see what else. Yeah, you got your broken open. Oh my gosh. So I really feel for group number 1, what's going to happen for you guys is that things are going to make perfect sense. Just like what I said earlier. I really feel that there's going to be a huge discovery, just like what I said. And now we got here broken open. It's like something will be revealed, okay? Oh my gosh. And yeah, this lady over here, she's actually, sitting on top of this. I don't know if this is a lotus. So again, something is being revealed. Something is unfolding before you guys, all right? And I feel whatever this is going to trigger you in a positive way, of course, which would actually help you to make some changes for yourself as well, all right? Especially for those who are resonating, in which you may be feeling as if that you are stuck or that you are trapped when you are not. I don't know why I'm hearing that. It's kind of like the Eight of Swords energy, all right? And you're having this courage now, all right, to identify as well, what are the things that are within my control that I can actually change so I can see some progress in my situation. Wow, this is really nice. I really love your reading, group number 1. It's very, very straightforward, so let's pull up more. What energy is leaving you behind? Oh my gosh, look at this. Forgiveness. So yeah, for some of you, I'm getting here that, again, it's related to the Ten of Wands. This is talking about baggages, all right? That's weighing heavily in your back. And so I feel the baggages had something to do, again, from your recent past, in which maybe you're holding on to some anger, all right? Or you may be angry at yourself for some of you. Regardless, you got your forgiveness. So I feel that what's happening for you, group number one, is that you're letting go of anything that's giving you a lot of negative feelings or emotions or anger, hatred, all right? You're releasing that, okay? And that energy is coming away. Wow. Forgive yourself, forgive others, all right? And by forgiving others, you're actually, giving a gift to yourself. Why? Because you're no longer allowing yourself to be carrying all of those unnecessary baggages, right? You're doing it not for that person who did hurt you. You're doing it for yourself. Okay? So yeah, you're letting it go. And it says here, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And so I feel that energy is actually being released or is leaving you behind, as the energy of forgiveness is actually going to take place in your life. I feel this is also something that would be kind of like clear for some of you, or you are actually going to be realizing that yeah, you know what? The more I hold on to it, it's actually putting me in this state of negativity, depression, anxiety, all right? And I don't need all that. So I feel for some of you, you're also going to be initiating some changes for yourself, all right? And because of the changes that you will bring to yourself, that energy is finally leaving you behind. So it's not like it's going to come away, I feel that for group number one, for some of you, you will be initiating something first for that energy to leave you for good. Okay, so let's see what else. Yeah, see, look at that. Self-reflection. We were just talking about that. Isn't that crazy? Just like what I said, for some of you, you'll be discovering that on your own. Because remember, you got the Hermit card earlier. And then you got the Broken Open. And we see a lady meditating. So when you're actually meditating, you hear more, all right? Because you allow your mind to be silenced, all right? You're more open to hearing, some guidance as well, whether it's from your spirit team or your guides, right? So I really feel that some of you are actually going to be discovering something as you do some contemplation, all right? And this is really going to help you a lot to initiate some changes for yourself. And by, again, doing those changes, which is blocking you from seeing some positive, changes in your life, I feel that, yeah, this would trigger you to, okay, all right, I am actually going to be, releasing this. And by releasing it, that energy that is wrapped up around you is finally leaving. Whether it's the energy of anger, hatred, resentment, guilt, whatever that is. But they're showing me for some of you, it's definitely related to your past that is actually weighing you down until now. Okay? Wow. And actually, that's what I always say to you guys in my readings. When you actually forgive, think of it as, I'm not doing that for the person who did hurt me. I'm doing this for myself. Why? Because you're letting it go. All right? Because if you're still harboring or you're still actually, dwelling on the past, you're the one who's suffering, right? You're the one who's getting really upset. You're the one who's getting pissed off. So you ask yourself the question, do I deserve that? Don't add more to the pain that was caused by others towards you, right? The true meaning of forgiveness is letting go. So I really feel that for some of you, that's what you're actually going to be doing, which is good. Okay, so let's see. Let's try to pull up more. Okay, you have here naked. Yeah, look at that. Talk about authenticity for some of you. So again, only take what applies, group number one, because there's actually a lot of messages since this is a general reading, different specific scenarios. But I'm actually getting here for some of you, there's something about authenticity. Some of you are actually going to be a lot more comfortable enough to release what you have been repressing. That's another message I'm getting here, all right? Because it says here, what do you need to release? So for some of you, release resentment that's causing, some blockages for you, anger, emotions that are actually negative, things like that. But for others of you, I'm getting that there's something about authenticity that you're embracing, just like this lady over here. She's embracing her own skin. She's comfortable in her own skin. Wow. You're allowing yourself to be whole and naked, like you're totally bare. Some of you are actually also going to be comfortable enough to just be you. Just be yourself. You're not putting on those protective armor. It's not to say that you don't need to protect yourself, but maybe those, walls or unnecessary walls or what. That's another message I'm hearing, okay? But yeah, this is interesting. Let's pull it more. Yep, look at this. He got the warrior card. Yeah, you guys are warriors. You guys are strong. Okay? And remember, again, the overall energy for you, group number one, is the Ten of Wands. And we all experience hardships. We all experience pain, problems, and all that. But again, I really feel for group number one, instead of actually seeing yourself as a victim of some circumstances or what, I'm getting here that you're seeing things differently as well. If you haven't been doing that right now, I feel that you will. You're rising above all these struggles, all these challenges, okay? You're going to discover as well that you are freaking strong and that you have the power as well to make some positive changes for yourself. For some of you, yeah, it says here assertiveness. So there's also something about confidence, which is also tied up to this naked card. I don't know. I'm hearing that from Spirit. And let me explain that, okay? So for some of you, maybe you're kind of like afraid to step out of your comfort zone because you're afraid. You don't feel confident about yourself, all right? It's hard for you to embrace who you are. But I'm actually getting here that that energy is actually leaving you behind. You don't care anymore, all right? It's like, I love myself. This is who I am, all right? Why should I actually, shy away from things or what? I'm just going to be myself. And I feel that you're going to go after what you want. You're going to be a lot more assertive as well, all right? You won't feel inadequate. You won't feel as if you're less of yourselves, because I'm actually hearing negative self-talk at the very start of the reading as well. So for some of you, it can be tied to that as well, all right? You're becoming a lot more assertive and confident with yourself. So let's see. Let's try to pull up more. Okay, you got your concern. Inner child, okay. Love. And new moon, promise. Wow, a lot of, love here. So what I'm actually hearing from Spirit is that for some of you, the energy that's leaving you behind, some of you are actually working on inner child healing. Because if you can remember there's a lot of healing keywords for you at the very start. You got healer of the ages, and then you got the healing begins. So some of you, what I'm hearing from spirit is that you are actually, either doing this right now, you're working on healing your inner child, and it's working. Keep doing what you're doing, because that's really what I heard here, okay? I feel that some of you are actually also discovering that since you still have those inner child wounds, it's actually interfering in your present moment or in your adulthood, because that part of you that was unhealed is actually causing some sort of like a blockage for you, especially maybe when it comes to welcoming a healthy partnership or this love that you actually wanted. I'm getting that some of you may have been thinking all the time in the past that you need to find happiness outside of yourself, or that you wanted somebody to fill that void that you have in your heart or in your soul by someone else. And some of you have been discovering that it's actually totally the opposite, that I don't need to find happiness outside of myself in order for myself to be whole. I am already whole. Now it's making sense, because you actually got the broken open, all right? It's like the lady's coming back to her own self as she was meditating. She's discovering who she is, all right? And I'm also getting here with the naked card that you got earlier. That's it. You are embracing yourself. You're embracing your inner child as well. And so you got the new moon over here. I feel that this is very promising for you guys, especially for those who are resonating with, yes, I am actually on this journey of healing my inner child, because I've discovered a lot as to why maybe I kept on attracting the wrong partners, or why I always, wanted to feel validated or approved by somebody else outside of myself. I'm getting that, okay? And if you are doing this healing work, I tell you, you got this new moon card. So I really feel that, yeah, your love life is very promising in the future, okay? Because you've been doing the work. I'm also getting here for some of you that the energy that's also leaving you behind, it had something to do with somebody around you, all right? In which maybe you are actually heavily concerned over this person. It's not to say that you're not going to pay attention to that person anymore or be worried over that person anymore, but it's more of like, yeah, I'm getting here that you are realizing that those are unnecessary worries. I don't know why I'm hearing that for some of you, all right? You're releasing that, all right? You're releasing the things that are always kind of like making you worried over nothing, all right? That's really what I'm picking up. Wow. Okay, let's pull this up first. And then I'm just going to pull up a message for you guys before we wrap things up. And then we'll also get some oracle stones for you. Yeah, you decide for yourself. So I feel that that could be a message for some of you, all right? This is actually going to be you, is going to be deciding on some things. And you have the choice, all right? You have the choice to do what's best for you. You were given that God-given right as well to decide for yourself. So again, number 5. 5 talks about changes. See? I told you. Because that's the energy I'm picking up. On top of number 5, I notice you keep on getting the number 6. So some of you might be also seeing that. And there's something about 5 weeks. So for some of you, this energy that we were talking about, maybe it's going to happen within the span of 5 days to 5 weeks, okay? Wow, I love your reading. So let's pull up a random message for you guys and then some oracle stones. Message for group number 1, please. Ooh, sexuality. So it says here, an influx of sexual energy is coming your way. Oh my gosh, group number 1. Embracing both masculine and feminine aspects of the self creates wholeness, Right. It is safe for you to express your sexuality in whatever way you choose, provided you do it lovingly. Now, that is quite interesting. Let me go back to some of the cards I actually got. I actually heard it, but I didn't, kind of like included that earlier because I want to make sure first if that is actually going to be the case for some of you, but I really also heard something around sexuality. Why? Because that's part of the authenticity that we were talking about earlier. That's actually what I heard for some of you. Some of you are also going to be embracing your true self. Maybe it's hard for you to kind of like go out there and just really embrace your sexuality, all right? Be much more open, like without having a care in the world what other people are going to say or think about you. So somebody may actually resonate with that message as well. And another thing, let me just go back to one of your cards because it's really interesting. Yeah, especially around sexuality, okay? Let me just try to pull up one of your cards. This card. Yeah, look at that. Again, we see here unicorn, all right? And then we see rainbows. So there's actually something about LGBTQIA plus. I don't know if I'm actually saying it right, but yeah, for some of you, maybe you're kind of like afraid to really express who you truly are or to come out. All right, feeling free. You're freeing yourself from whatever it is that's holding you back from embracing your true self. Okay, so I'm also getting that energy is coming away because you're feeling free now. All right, just like with that unicorn galloping in the skies. So yeah, there's also something about sexuality for some of you. All right, others of you, it's a balance between the masculine and the feminine, because we all have masculine and feminine energies, but this is really nice because you're embracing both aspects. Okay. So yeah, it says here, it is safe for you to express your sexuality in whatever way you choose, provided that you do it lovingly. All right. Crazy, because yeah, you got the naked card, right? Embracing who you truly are, or yourself, which is what we were discussing earlier. Very interesting. So anyway, let's pull up some oracle stones for you. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. You got this heart-shaped oracle. Yeah, this is self-love for me. You got the love card earlier, all right? Some of you, you're actually going to be inviting, or your love life is quite promising, especially if you've been doing some healing work. You're loving yourself more. You're embracing who you truly are. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you got flexibility. Are you kidding me? Wow. And look at this. Let me just go back to one of your cards because this is really crazy. You actually got that card too. Where is that card? Hold up. Yeah. There you go. Right? You got flexible and then flexibility. So yeah, a lot of you guys are also going to be more open, more flexible. You're open to other possibilities now, all right, or other opportunities. Some of you, the energy of expecting way too much is being released, or this is the energy that's coming away. And like what I always say, expectations leads to disappointments. The more you try to hold on to something too much, you expect way too much, and when you don't get it, you get pissed off, you get disappointed. So I feel this energy of expecting way too much from something or someone is also coming away. And then you got to your purpose. For some of you, you are actually finally realizing what your true purpose is. Why are you here? What is your next path? What can I actually do about my life? All right. Because I have the right to decide for my future. Right. And then lastly, you got here realign. So there's a lot of adjustments happening or taking place for group number 1 as well. So that's nice. Wow. So there you go, group number 1. I really, really love your reading. There's so many messages, different scenarios. So like what I always say, only take what applies. Because for some of you, the energy that's leaving you behind, or what is being, released from you, it's the baggages, all right? Others of you, the need to forgive, all right? Maybe some of you are still holding on to some resentments, negative wounds from the past. That's actually what I'm getting. Others of you, you are actually becoming a lot more flexible. So the energy of being fixated or controlling the outcome way too much, or something too much, or having this, expectations of something about someone or yourself, that's being released as well, or that energy is leaving you behind, okay? Because the energy of flexibility is entering your life, all right? Oh my gosh, this is so freaking beautiful. But yeah, before I forget, oh my gosh, I just suddenly forgot this card that you chose. Let's see, maybe we can get something from this. Let's read it. It says here, hummingbird song. Nectar of sweetness and joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing. Oh my gosh, as medicine it sings. Oh my gosh, wow. The energy of healing is really taking place for group number 1. And he saw me shuffle. I couldn't make that up, because you have a lot of cards or keywords around healing, right? You got healing begins. You got healer of the ages. So yeah. And it says here, the hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. So yeah, you guys are really healing from something. You're moving, you're transitioning towards something really, promising and more peaceful. You're actually walking away from the storm, and that energy of the storm, all of those negativities of the past is actually coming away. So this is positive good news for a lot of you, all right? So there you go. That's all I have for you, group number 1. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hey, group number 2, you chose this card. Later on, we're going to reveal that for you guys. But first, let's ask Spirit what energy is leaving you behind. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective we chose, group number 2. Wow. Speaking of movement and transitions, you got here 6 of Swords. Nice. All right, we have here 7 of Cups. You have here King of Pentacles. Fool. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking nice for group number 2. You got the Wheel of Fortune. And you have here Page of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, again, movement. You have Chariot. Are you kidding me? So yeah, I'm actually seeing here water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, especially Cancer. And then we have earth signs, so that's Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We have Taurus on the table. And then we have Aries if it's fire. All right, so what energy is leaving you behind, group number 2? I feel it's more of like the energy of the past, especially the heavier ones, all right? Because we see here the 6 of Swords, which is also talking about movement or transition. And look at this. We have here 6 swords on this boat. I feel that energy is actually coming away so that you can transition smoothly in your life going forward, group number 2. That's really what I'm getting here. So maybe all of these baggages, okay, because the 6 swords in the 6 of Swords card is also talking about baggages that you might be still holding on to, all right, that is weighing heavily on your back as well. And so for this boat to smooth freely and run smoothly, all right, I feel that this is what you're actually going to be leaving behind. You're throwing it away in the ocean, group number 2, okay? Whatever that is. Negative feelings, emotions, traumatic experiences from the past. For some of you, the need to know all the answers. That's another message I'm getting as well for group number 2. It's like, you know what? I won't kind of like stress myself anymore by knowing the answers right here, right now. That's another message I'm hearing for some of you. You're just actually being the flow, all right? You're allowing the tides, or you're allowing, the waves to take you to where you should be. That's another message I'm getting for group number 2. Another thing that I'm also getting here is that the energy that's leaving you for good is the energy of confusion, because it got here 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is also a card that talks about all that glitters is not gold. It's also talking about confusion. You're having a hard time figuring things out. That is actually, coming away, all right? For some of you, you're becoming a lot more mature even in handling your problems or your challenges or your situation. That's actually what I'm picking up, all right? Another energy that's actually, leaving you behind is the energy of some painful wounds from your parents. I don't know who is this for, but I actually got that, which is interesting because inner child also came up for group number 1. So maybe somebody's checking out all 3 groups, but I'm also getting that, some painful wounds that you were able to kind of like pick up from your parents when you were growing up. Okay. That is so strong as well. You're kind of like seeing things differently now. You're shifting in how you view your situation instead of always seeing yourself as if you're a victim or why are they doing this to me and all that. I feel that you're becoming a lot more mature in seeing your situation. And again, like what I said, there's something about the energy of confusion because Chariot, it's talking about movement as well, all right? And it's also, for me, a card about decision because you don't know whether should you actually go left or go right. So I really feel that energy of not knowing what to do, what is my next path, because again, you have a lot of movements card, all right? That's coming away. And for all of you who are experiencing a lot of storms recently, because again, 6 of Swords and the traditional tarot, of course, it talks about moving away from the storm. And so again, that's it. That energy of being, in this chaotic storm is finally walking away or leaving you for good. So you can actually start again. You have this full card over here, which is talking about new beginnings. How amazing is that? And we see here a dove. Dove is also peace and hope. So I'm actually getting here for group number 2 is that you're moving towards peace, which is the same energy of the 6 of Swords, all right? So the energy of chaos, all right, fights, dramas, conflicts, which is usually rooted from the past, it's actually coming away, okay? All right, let's try to pull up another set of cards. Oh my gosh, look at this, walking away. How creepy is this reading? A lot of synchronicities for group 1 as well. Okay, let's pull up more. Yep, look at this, playing it safe. Let me stop with those 2 cards because that's really, really straightforward from Spirit, okay? I feel that a lot of you guys are actually going to be releasing as well something that's holding you back from doing something, all right? Whatever that is for you, all right? I feel that the energy of fear or the energy of not knowing what to do is coming away because I feel that a lot of you are going to be clear as well when it comes to your own decisions. Others of you are actually going to be releasing this fear that's holding you back, all right? Because remember, you got the full card earlier. There you go. Which is also a card that talks about taking that giant leap of faith. And so I feel that the energy of playing things safe, you're not doing anything, not to say you're procrastinating, but you're kind of like holding yourself back because you wanted to play things safe. That energy is leaving. And again, it got you walking away. It's quite interesting. We see your lady. She's actually not moving, She's just wondering and pondering, what's out there maybe and all that. But she's just actually inside this, picket fence, all right? But it's crazy because on this card, we see her a gate and she actually just left the gate. So how interesting is this? So I really feel for group number 2, that's the energy that's leaving. You don't want to play things safe anymore. You're kind of like more confident and sure of what you want. And you're not going to hold yourself back from pursuing, whether it's about your dreams or what it is that you want, okay? That's really what I'm getting here, okay? You're walking away from fear. You're walking away from whatever it is that's holding you back from doing something great for yourself, doing something exciting with all these fireworks over here. Very nice. I love this. Let's see what else. Yeah, oh my gosh, we got here Ace of Cups. Well, this is not just all about new love and all that, because when we see Ace of Cups, it's usually, yeah, a card about unconditional love or deep love and all that. But yeah, it can be the case for some of you, all right? For some of you, you are actually going to be loving yourself first. That's really what I'm getting. So the energy of always kind of like putting your focus on other things, all right? That is probably also making you feel imbalanced. That's coming away too. Others of you, you're coming back to yourself, right? You're loving yourself first. You're putting yourself as a top priority. But this is also talking about, since it's cups is all about emotions. So I'm actually getting here that, yeah, you will be experiencing this brand new emotional experience or journey, okay? So whatever this is that you're holding back from, that energy is leaving because you don't want to play things safe anymore. You're more confident, you're out there, you know, you're going to walk away and go forth towards your dreams or goals, all right? And there you go. That's when you will have this Ace of Cups, this brand new emotional experience for yourself. So you don't want to be, you know, stuck in some old energies of the past anymore. That's really what I'm getting for group number 2, okay? Something that has kept you trapped in some ways, okay? That's really what I'm getting here. Very interesting. Let's pull up more. What energy is leaving group number 2 behind? Oh, are you kidding me? You saw me shuffle as always. Oh boy, earlier he got walking away and now he got time to go. A lot of movement for group number 2, okay? So maybe the energy of, I really wanted to leave. For instance, this is just an example, so you can actually better understand the drift of what's happening for you, group number 2. For some of you, it can be, for instance, it's about this career, all right? It's like you're holding back from doing something. Maybe you had this wonderful idea to pursue this other type of career, all right? But you're kind of like holding yourself back, and that's why you're playing things safe. You're afraid to take a chance on something. You're afraid that if I actually do this, I might actually fail, you know? But we saw the walking away card, and now you got the time to go. So what does that mean? I feel that you're releasing, again, what's hindering you or blocking you from doing something fantastic for yourself. You're moving towards your goals, your dreams, all right? That's really what I'm getting here for group number 2. So you will be given this courage to do that, I feel. Let's pull it more. Yeah. You got your solitude. So I'm actually also picking up for group number 2 is that you've been contemplating about this, all right? Remember earlier the playing it safe card where there's actually a lady and she's just pondering, but she's not really taking any action because she's afraid. She's just trying to play things safe, right? And that's why I pointed out the next card, which is the walking away card, in which she is now sure of what she wanted to do. Like, heck no. You know what? Let me do something about this. I can't just, you know, daydream about what I want to happen, you know. I have the power to make my dreams become a reality. That's the energy I'm getting for group number 2. You're actually walking away from also this energy of isolation, or you felt as if that you're all alone. That's another message I'm hearing as well from spirit, okay? The energy of feeling as if that you're all alone, that you're just by yourself, right? Or you feel as if that you are a pitiful creature. I don't know, I'm also getting that for group number 2. That energy is leaving you behind, okay? Let's see. Let's try to pull up another set of cards here. Oh, yeah. Okay. You got your earth magic. All right. So you're coming back to your true self. Because this is a card that talks about grounding. That's why we see here the soil and we see here this image of a feet, right? So I feel that you're coming back to your roots. You're coming back to yourself. That's really what I'm getting here for group number 2. No wonder there's a lot of movement as well. Others of you, the energy that's leaving you behind is actually this fear of walking away from something. Okay, maybe you wanted to leave, whether it's a bad relationship, whether it's actually an environment. I don't know. I'm hearing that very strongly. Okay. So yeah, that energy is coming away. Why? Because you're becoming a lot more courageous now and assertive now that, heck no, why should I be afraid? All right. I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing my own happiness. I'm doing what is right for me. I don't know who is this for. I keep on hearing that. Like somebody's actually saying that to themselves, all right? Which is good. So I'm getting self-empowerment very, very strongly for group number 2. And yeah, you're coming back to yourself. You're feeling a lot more centered now. You're actually a lot more grounded. Or I'm also hearing from spirit that by doing this, change, all right? Or whatever change this is for you in which you're walking away from something, I feel you would actually feel more at peace, relaxed, more grounded and balanced. And that's why I got the image of the dove earlier, because you're feeling more at peace. So yeah, this is really, really nice. You're really coming back to your true self of who you are. And I feel this is actually happening because some of you have been contemplating about it for quite some time already. All right. And it's also helping, but I feel what's good is that you're not just going to be pondering about it anymore, and then you're not really following through, or you're not actually doing anything, because it would just remain as a dream, right? If you don't take action. So that's why there's a lot of action cards for group number 2. There's a lot of movement and all that. So yeah, that energy of holding yourself back from doing something that you know is good for you, that's actually leaving you behind. All right. Whoa. For some of you, if you're actually quite, confused, because I'm also getting that for group number 2, you're confused, you don't know which path and all that. Usually it's also a sign that you need to ground yourself, because when you're actually unfocused, or you're actually having a hard time, thinking straight or deciding for yourself and all that, that's a sign that you're all over the place. And you got the 7 of Cups. It's kind of like that. The 7 of Cups talks about a person having a hard time figuring out which of these cups should I go for, right? And so I feel that the message here for somebody who's resonating with that message needed to ground, okay? So you can actually feel centered. And by being balanced, it's actually going to give you clarity, all right? That's why there's a saying, meditation also brings you clear answers. So I feel a lot of you guys are also going to be doing that, all right? And this is going to help you now to decide which path, all right? Because you've been contemplating. This is kind of like the Hermit card with the solitude, right? And then you got here, yeah, grounding with the earth magic. So yeah, by doing all these things, I feel this is going to prep you and as well as help you on what you should be doing next. Wow, I love this. Let's actually pull up more. Yeah, health. Okay. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Okay, so health is not just about physical health, right? It can be mental, emotional, or spiritual even. So I'm actually getting here, whatever it is that you are going to be, walking away from, okay? The energy of procrastination, the energy of holding yourself back from taking action about something that you really want deep down. I really feel, all right, that you would feel so freaking good. That's why I said earlier, a lot of you guys would have this brand new emotional experience in which you're feeling free, you're feeling a lot more peaceful, you're feeling a lot more relaxed, all right? Your health, your overall well-being is also shifting for the better, all right? Because of you're walking away from something. Again, whether it's actually a negative experience or you're walking away from a toxic partnership or whatever, okay, or a toxic environment. That's another possibility for group number 2. Well, for some of you, it still is possible that the energy of ill health, all right? So whether, again, it's spiritual, mental, emotional, or physical, that's also coming away, in which you're feeling a lot more refreshed and rejuvenated as well. Wow. This is so freaking nice. I love your reading as well, group number 2. It's still totally, unique from group number 1's reading. Okay, let's pull it more. Purity. Nice. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love this because that's actually what I'm hearing. Okay, so we have the Purity card. And if you take a look at this image closely, all right, we see our lady. Her eyes are covered by this veil, white veil. And it's actually also the snow, right? We see here this piles of snow. And we see here another lady, and she actually felt so free, It's like she freed herself from something. So that's the energy for group number 2. I feel, heavy experiences, negative experiences related to your past is actually coming away. It's like the snow is actually going to melt away. All right, all of your worries, your anxieties, your fears. For some of you, this is still connected to confusion, because I'm getting that as well for group number 2. For some of you, the energy of confusion, of not seeing things clearly, just like with this lady over here, because her eyes are covered, right? That is melting away. So I'm actually getting here that with this purity, you're also achieving clarity. Everything is crystal clear as the snow. And I feel you're getting the help of your guides, group number 2, because you got the spiritual guides card. And we see here this huge, opening over here. So it's like your guides are leading you to the right path. Man, this is so beautiful. I love your reading. Let's see, what else? Uniqueness. Okay. All right. So for group number 2, you're honoring yourself. Like what I said earlier, you're coming back to your true self, group number 2. That's really the energy I'm getting for you guys, all right? You're embracing your true home, which is yourself, which is interesting because I just posted, you can check out my community page, and I actually posted that quote about coming back to yourself, all right? Or that you found your true home, which is yourself. And so I'm getting that as well for group number 2, all right? Others of you, if I also read this card intuitively, if we take a look at this card, we see here dark clouds, right? But there's also rainbows, kind of like similar to the Six of Swords. Because again, Six of Swords, it's not about walking away from the storm or moving away from the storm towards peaceful, calmer waters. And so again, you're walking away from the storm, all right? And every after storm, there is a rainbow, all right? So that itself, whatever problems, challenges, chaotic experiences that you've been having, all right, whether it's for the past few weeks or months or almost a year or whatever, all right, that's actually leaving you behind because you're seeing the rainbow now, all right? A very promising new beginning for group number 2. And also, if I read this card intuitively, we see here this, kind of like her hands, instead of actual hands, all right, I'm seeing here, it's like lobster hands, right? And this, for me, I heard it's financial pinch. So if you've been experiencing a lot of challenges around your finances, all right, which is part of the problem that you've been having, that energy is also leaving you, all right? Wow, I really love this. Others of you, with this uniqueness card, like what I said, you're actually coming back to your true self, all right? You're embracing who you truly are, all right? You're honoring yourself. You're loving yourself more, just like what I said earlier. Wow. This is so nice. Let's try to pull it more. Oh my gosh, you saw me shuffle? And you got bad health. Oh my gosh, group number two. Hold up, before I actually pull up the rest of the cards. Well, that's interesting because you just got this card's health, right? And that's the beauty of live shuffling because it's really going to wow all of us, right? It's amazing because what are the chances? Every deck contains 70 cards, 56, 48. What the freak? You keep on getting the word health. So yeah, I really feel this is what Spirit is trying to highlight for a lot of you. And again, it can be physical health. If you've been, down with some sort of like illness or ailment or what, that energy is moving away. All right, just stay hopeful. All right, just stay optimistic or positive. Others of you, it's not necessarily like physical illness or about the physical health. It can be mental, it can be emotional. All right, or even spiritual. It's really crazy. Wow, let's see what else. Oh my gosh, Exactamundo. You got ebb and flow, and then you got the summer solstice, radiance. Wow, this is so nice. I love it. And then you also got your beauty. Wow. Group number two. I love your reading. It's so unique as well. So we've talked about the bad health, right? And of course, if you guys are resonating with, yes, I'm down with some sort of like illness, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, or whatsoever, all right, that energy is leaving, all right? It's kind of like being washed away by the ocean, the tides of the ocean, all these negativities. And sooner or later, this is what you're going to be experiencing with this summer solstice card, where there's actually the image of the sun. And sun is always, talking about positivity. You're seeing the light, all right, after being in this period of the dark, right? But you're also seeing the beauty of why things happened. Some of you guys are going to be appreciating yourself even more, all right? For instance, if it's also about health, let's just say you're actually more thankful that you're alive, right? You're appreciating the beauty of really being healthy and all that you're perfectly fine and all that, right? That money can't even buy that, okay? Having this really beautiful health. Others of you, what I'm also getting here with this ebb and flow card, remember the message I got from Spirit earlier, in which some of you are actually going to be also seeing that the energy of always needing to know the answers or always trying to find out what should I be doing next, that is actually being washed away. Because you're also going with the flow, with the ebb and flow, all right? You're actually just basically, going to be riding the waves of change, or allow, all right, the waves to take you where you should be. That's another message I got earlier. Because, again, I'm drawn to this compass that she is actually holding, all right, from this beauty card. So there's really something about directions here for group number two as well. Another message I'm getting is that the energy that's leaving you behind, because I'm drawn to this, we see here a beautiful lady, and that's why it says here beauty card, but there's actually a snake. So there's something about toxicity for group number two. Okay, for some of you, either there's something about self-sabotaging, or maybe you're actually not really loving yourself, because again, you got the Ace of Cups earlier. So I feel some of you are releasing that, or that energy of you always, kind of like putting yourself down, seeing yourself as if you're not worthy, or you're feeling less of yourself. That energy is actually being washed away by the ocean, all right? And you're seeing yourself as this bright, beautiful being, okay? So there's really something about the self, because you also got the uniqueness card earlier, right? You're discovering your true beauty. That's really what I'm getting here. You're also discovering or rediscovering your true power, group number two. How amazing is that? Let's pull up another card here. And then we're just going to be pulling up a message plus some oracle stones. Yeah, look at this. It is going well now. So take that sigh of relief, group number two, okay? It is going well now, you guys, because you've been in this really chaotic storm, all right? And there's something about 12 days, maybe a span of 12 days to 12 weeks, you would actually, see some changes happening for you as this energy is leaving you behind. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so let's actually pull up a message for you guys. Just a random message and then some oracle stones, and then we are going to reveal this door that you actually picked. Message for group number 2, Spirit. What is this? Magic. Okay. Magic, blessings, transformation. A blessing in disguise is coming your way, group number 2. Keep an open heart and mind. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, group number 2. This is so freaking beautiful, you guys. You really deserve this, okay? So just claim it as early as now, all right? So yeah, let's now pull up your oracle stones. Okay. All right, you got flexibility. Group number 1 also got this. So I really am, picking up for group number 2. It's actually also similar to what was actually given to you earlier from this card. Keep an open heart and mind. And that's why you got the flexibility. Just, keep an open mind, all right? Be flexible, be open to it. And then you also got here create. So some of you guys are off to create something new for yourself, all right? And then you got here freedom. Oh my gosh, yeah. You're freeing yourself from something, right? That energy of the past that's weighing you down, all those negativities that's even probably affecting your physical, mental, emotional health. That's actually also being released. Nice. And then you got your balance. See, I told you guys, remember that Earth Magic card where we're just talking about some of you are being given that message from your spirit team or your spirit guides, all right, to create balance for yourself. All right. It can also be when it comes to love. Others of you, you're realizing that. So the energy of you overly giving to other people, whether it's friendship or it's a love partnership, that's actually coming away because you're coming back to your true self. Now that everything in life is all about balance, I need to prioritize myself first. I need to grow a beautiful relationship with myself first. All right. Because I also deserve love. All right. You're not settling for less as well. Others of you, you're actually also being encouraged by your spirit team to balance so that you can achieve the clarity that you're looking for. And then you are whole right now. Are you freaking kidding me? You are whole right now? Oh my gosh, you guys, go back to what we were just talking about earlier. Remember, I was just talking about something about self-love and all that, like instead of actually finding happiness outside of yourself and all that, that is actually also leaving you behind, all right? Because you're basically, embracing your true self. That's why I got the uniqueness card, all right? You're beautiful. You don't have to always kind of like find others' approval or crave for others, validation to actually make you feel worthy. So yeah, it says here, you are whole right now. You're perfect just the way you are, group number 2. My gosh, isn't that so freaking beautiful? So before we actually end things, this is the door that you chose. So let's see here. A stranger's grace. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. Very interesting. So yeah, there's something about fear. Ego or fear. So for some of you, that's it. Maybe that's actually creating a blockage for some of you, all right? Remember earlier you got the playing it safe card, and what did I tell you guys? For some of you, it's because of you're afraid of failure, all right? Or that is what's holding you back from pursuing something or taking charge of a situation or something that you wanted to pursue, all right? So yeah, that energy is also leaving. So anyway, that's all I have for you, group number 2. I really enjoyed your reading. It's very unique. And I certainly hope that you were able to pick up something from this, all right? So stay safe. wherever you are. I'll see you again next time. Bye. All right, last but not the least, you chose this card group number 3. So later on, we're going to reveal that. But first, let's ask, what energy is leaving you behind? Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 3. You have 5 of Pentacles. You have Hangman. Page of Pentacles. Wow, look at this. Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. 6 of Swords. Wow, this is so beautiful. Talk about what energy is leaving. And later on, I'm going to explain that. Wow, it's really nice to see this 6 of Swords for you guys. And look at this, 3 of Cups. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Emperor. Wow. My gosh, group number 3. So far, all 3 groups, I'm really getting that very positive feel for you guys, all right? So we're seeing here a lot of earth signs. You may be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Others of you, I'm also getting here Aries, if it's actually fire. We also have here Pisces, if it's water. Okay, so what energy is leaving you behind, group number 3? First and foremost, you got the card 5 of Pentacles. Okay, and 5 of Pentacles is actually talking about feeling isolated, all right, or feeling abandoned. That energy is actually leaving you behind. You're not actually seeing yourself as if you're this pitiful creature, or that you feel so lonely, or you're seeing yourself as if you're a victim of some circumstances, all right, because you're reclaiming your power. That's the main energy for group number 3. Okay, you're seeing things differently with this Hangman. All right, because Hangman always talks about seeing things from a different point of view or perspective. Others of you, if you're not resonating with, you're feeling abandoned, you're feeling lonely, or you're feeling as if you're a victim of some circumstances. It's also talking about poverty consciousness or lack consciousness. That energy is leaving, all right? Still the same thing. You're seeing it differently. Maybe some of you are realizing, yeah, why do I keep on putting my focus on what I currently do not have? Because the more that you actually do that, the more that you're embracing that energy, and the more that you actually are attracting that energy, right? And so I feel with the Page of Pentacles, because Page of Pentacles is a student card, this is what you have been learning, all right? You are actually discovering that, yeah, you know what? I'm actually attracting more of this negative energy of feeling either lonely or abandoned, or you're lacking in something, whether it's money, energy, time, or whatsoever, okay? Others of you, it's as simple as if you've been going through a lot of financial challenges, because I'm seeing that with the amount of coins over here, all right? Again, still the same thing. That period of scarcity, or that energy of feeling as if that you are in this poverty, stage, that is leaving you behind, because there's going to be a brand new opportunity here. This is one of the best cards to get if it's all about finances. All right. Ace of Pentacles, it can come in the form of an offer. Maybe there's actually a huge offer or opportunity coming for you guys. You can actually step away from this 5 of Pentacles energy. So all of your financial challenges or problems, that's what's leaving you behind as well, group number 3. Because you got here 6 of Swords. And 6 of Swords is always talking about moving away from the storm, all right? And you're actually, seeing the light basically at the end of the tunnel, because you're transitioning towards something peaceful, which is really good. You've been in the storm. Maybe the storm had something to do with financial constraints or challenges or problems or any other stuffs, all right? Because it's a general reading. Some of you, it's actually a heavy traumatic event from the past, all right? And so I feel that energy is what's leaving you behind. And yeah, peaceful times are on the horizon. And yeah, there's definitely something to celebrate about with this Three of Cups. Oh my gosh, I so love this. And for a lot of you with the Emperor, you guys are reclaiming your power. You're taking your power back. Okay, you're taking charge of your situation as well. Instead of always putting yourself on this consciousness of I can't do anything about it, or you're just putting your focus, or you're whinging more about the problems, or you're putting your focus on what you currently do not have. Because Emperor is a leader. Emperor is not somebody who's going to be wasting his time, talking about the things that he don't have any control of, because he believes that he has control of his destiny. He knows that he has the power to take charge of a situation. And so that's the energy that I'm also getting for a lot of you chose group number 3. That's the energy that you are embracing. So it's not to say you're just going to sit in one corner and there's actually going to be an apple falling down in your lap, all right? I feel that this energy is leaving you behind by you initiating some changes as well on your own, all right? It's not like I'm going to wait for this opportunity to come. I feel what's happening for group number 3 is that you are the one who's creating this opportunity, all right? And like what I said, it's not like you're going to wait for this apple to fall down in your lap. You're the one who's going to be taking charge of your situation by changing some things, okay? Because you're the Emperor. And an Emperor is a leader, okay? You're taking the lead, you guys. So that's really amazing. I love this. It's very unique from Group 1 and Group 2's reading. Let's try to pull it more. What energy is leaving group number 3? Yeah, look at that. 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel. Oh my gosh, look at this. Fragmented energy. So let's stop with these 2 cards, okay? So for some of you, the energy that's leaving you behind, it's actually, related to you having a hard time expressing yourself, all right? Because again, throat chakra is all about expression, communication. So maybe for some of you viewers of group number 3, you may resonate with that, in which you are having a hard time expressing yourself, communicating yourself clearly, whether it's actually towards other people and all that. And some of you may actually just end up, always overthinking and thinking instead of actually, talking to that person, all right? Getting an answer from that person. I don't know why I'm hearing this for someone out there. Instead of actually assuming things. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Somebody watching group number 3, you may be too hard on yourself. You have been overthinking. You have been overanalyzing. And always remember, it doesn't bring clear answers even. By overthinking, it only, brings about more confusion for you guys. All right? So I feel that there is actually, some sort of like a challenge around lack of communication for group number 3. Not for all of you, because remember, it's a general reading, but I'm hearing that. Okay? And usually, communication or the lack of communication kills a relationship. All right? Regardless, not necessarily romantic partnership or friendship. Lack of communication, it usually leads to assumptions. Okay, so somebody's actually, always assuming things by overthinking, by overanalyzing. So instead of actually doing that, and I feel that's the energy that's coming away, all right, there is also going to be an opportunity for you guys, if this is you, to communicate yourself clearly to someone, all right, or to honestly, open up to somebody around you. That's really what I'm getting here. Others of you, the energy that's leaving you behind is the energy of confusion. Because again, it got fragmented energy. It's like you're all over the place. You're actually having a hard time thinking straight and all that. So I'm getting here that is the energy that's leaving you behind. All right. And I'm also picking up here very, very strongly that maybe, all right, you guys are also going to be getting some clear answers, whether this is actually coming from you or from other people, all right? Or somebody may actually communicate that to you, which will resolve all of these energy of confusion. Wow, very interesting. Let's see what else. You got here, oh my gosh, truth. Yep, we were just talking about that, right? Isn't that crazy? Because again, let's look at this image. Pieces of the puzzle, all right? It's like you're finding that missing piece. You're having a hard time finding the answer to something, all right? And you got the throat chakra card, which is also talking about communicating yourself about something. Maybe it's all about the truth. That's another possibility for some of you. And yeah, this is also the judgment card, which is also a wake-up call for some of you. Some of you are actually going to be getting that aha moment. So I'm actually also picking up a breakthrough for group number 3 that's about to take place soon. Okay. All right. Some of you, the wake-up call, it can be that you will be realizing that why am I always embracing this energy of I'm lacking in something? That's another huge possibility for some of you, because I also picked that up earlier at the beginning of the reading, in which you will be realizing, all right, that that's not going to help you out if you keep on actually putting your focus on what you currently do not have, right? So yeah, that's the truth that's being revealed to some of you. And that's a wake-up call. Others of you, it can be other things. Because again, somebody watching group number 3, you're actually having a hard time finding clarity. And what's happening is that you just tend to overanalyze the situation or overthink it too much, which is not producing good results for you. And so I feel that there's a need for things to be, talked about, or there's a need for you, and if it's another person, there's a need for you guys to have this open and honest communication, for you guys to kind of like clear the air or see what's going on. Okay, yeah, he got your adventure, and that's crazy. He got number 55. So 5 is talking about changes. I noticed for group number 3, you have a lot of cards around changes. So the changes, it can be, different for each and every one. Others of you, there is going to be a positive change around your finances, all right, or your career, which is really good, because you're walking away from the storm, all right? Some of you, yeah, that's why I got adventure. It's like you're setting out to a new journey. And yeah, that's the energy I'm getting for group number 3. So I really feel that some of you will have this wake-up call, because you are in this confused state. But some of you will have this wake-up call that, yeah, you know what? I create opportunities, all right? I have control of my destiny, so I'm actually going to go forth towards my dreams. That's another message I'm getting. Yeah, you got your come together, right? So maybe for some of you, I'm also picking up that the energy of, feeling as if that you are separated, you're alone, you're actually by yourself. I don't know, I'm hearing that very strongly as well for group number 3. It's only, normal that we may miss someone in our lives. So whether it's actually a romantic partner or somebody's actually dear to us, it can be a friend even, if you're not resonating with romance and all that. But I'm actually, getting here that the energy of feeling alone by being yourself, or you're actually, not loved by everybody else. I don't know why I'm channeling this message for somebody's watching group number 3. That perception is going to be, leaving you behind, all right? Because you're seeing the truth now, all right? Wow. But I'm also getting here that there is something that will be renewed for group number 3. A lot of you guys are going to feel refreshed, okay? A lot of you guys are going to feel rejuvenated again. Wow. Let's see. Let's try to pull it more. Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's actually a lot of travel cards as well for group number 3. Okay. And now he got adventure. So I really feel for some of you, the energy maybe of feeling confused about what's my next path, what should I do next. There's something about decision making for group number 3. I feel again, like what I said, you're going to be seeing the truth. So that energy of confusion, of not knowing what to do or what's my next path, is leaving you behind, because you're becoming a lot more clear now. All right. You're sure now of what to do. And so I feel that's going to help you to pursue whatever it is that you wanted to pursue. Because again, this is Chariot card. So Chariot is also talking about whether you actually go left or should you actually go right. So there's really something about major life decisions for some of you, whether it's you moving away from, this job or this really not so good environment where you guys in. That's another possibility for some of you. All right, let's try to pull it more. Wow, you're becoming a lot more confident now. Group number 3, you got the Poise card, which is also a card that talks about confidence. Yeah, and look at her. She feels so freaking free. She's jumping for joy, all right? She's spreading her wings. That's actually the energy that you will be embracing. So let's see. Let's pull it more. Yep, you got your protection. So for some of you, maybe because you're actually kind of like afraid of something, all right? And I feel for some reason, group number 3, you would be realizing that after all, you are actually highly protected. Okay. For instance, it can be also, partnerships or relationships that you thought that this is actually good for you, or this is actually the one for you, that, but without you realizing that you're actually just being protected. Okay. I don't know. I'm getting blessing in disguise as well for group number 3. That's really what I'm picking up very strongly. But I'm also, picking up as well for group number 3 that the energy that's leaving you behind is this energy of not feeling confident, being fearful, which is stopping you from going after what you should be doing or what it is that you want. Okay. Because there's actually that feeling of you are incapable or that you are inadequate. I don't know why I'm getting that, or that you are also feeling as if that you are vulnerable. And that's why I got protection here, okay? So yeah, let's see. Oh my gosh, yeah, you got your tender embrace. Nice. Okay, so you're becoming a lot more gentle with yourself. Not only are you going to be so confident, but I feel that you're kind of like, being so compassionate and gentle, not only with yourself, but with other people as well. And you got your abundance. Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, for group number 3, I actually also noticed there's a lot of cards around finances, just like what I said, or career. Because for some of you, that's the strongest energy that's coming through, in which some of you are going through some financial struggles, or maybe you're having some issues with your work and all that. Yeah, you got your abundance. So the energy of poverty, all right, or lack consciousness, like what I said, it's coming away. You're embracing the energy of abundance, okay? You're attracting more abundance into your life by thinking and feeling abundant. Because again, like what I said earlier, some of you are going to be realizing the truth that you're adding more, or you're attracting more of what you do not want, okay? And that is because of you're putting your entire focus on, I don't have this, I don't have money, or I don't have that, or I don't have my, person, whatever, okay? But again, I feel that that is actually leaving you behind, because you're going to be shifting your perspective. You're realizing now that you are a limitless being and that you can manifest whatever you desire in this physical reality. You can turn your dreams into reality, because you are the emperor, whether you're male or female. You're taking charge of your life, all right? You're reclaiming your power. You're in control of your destiny. Wow, group number 3. This is very unique for you guys. I love this. Let's pull up more. Oh, wow. Look at that. Surrender. Wow. Let me just pull up one last card before we continue. We have adventure. That's creepy because he actually got the keyword adventure earlier. Let me just pull that up again. Yeah, look at that. And now he got it again. That's the beauty of live shuffling. I mean, what are the freaking chances? Like what I always say, each deck contains 70 cards, 48, 52, 86, and all that. But what are the chances to keep on getting the same keyword from Spirit? Because that's what Spirit would like to highlight for you, group number 3, okay? All right, so what I'm actually getting here for group number 3 is that the energy that's leaving you behind is the energy of controlling the situation way too much. Either you're controlling the situation or the outcome of things, all right? A lot of you guys are going to be letting go as well of the internal and external struggles in your life. You will be realizing that you do have the power to change that anyway, all right? For some of you, the energy that's leaving you behind is the energy of needing, to kind of like prove yourself to someone. I don't know why I'm getting that. Or to prove that you're actually right and this person is wrong. I don't know. Who is that for? All right? So it's like you are actually, putting that behind. You're just letting it go. That's why I got here, surrender. For some of you, it can be the outcome of things, all right? Not having to control the situation anymore because you're realizing that, you know what? I don't have control of everything, all right? I'm going to put my focus instead on what is within my control. That's what I should put my focus on. And for the rest, I'll just leave it to God, or I just leave it to a higher power out there. And by doing so, I feel that with this adventure card, you guys are actually going to feel relaxed, refreshed, right? I feel that a lot of you guys are also going to be feeling reborn again. That's another message I'm getting. For some of you, if I also read this intuitively with this guy over here, he's wearing this really thick and heavy armor. So the energy that's leaving you guys behind is the energy of feeling defensive, all right? That you need to always protect yourself. I don't know. I'm getting that. Maybe it's actually way too much for some of you, all right? That you're wearing some thick and heavy armor that's really weighing you down. So yeah, I'm also getting that. Others of you are just going to be taking things light, all right? I don't know. I'm getting the word carefree for group number 3. Not to say that you're not going to care less or that you're going to be so totally lax and careless and all that, but you're just actually keeping things light. That's really what I'm getting for group number 3, all right? And yeah, I feel that things are actually being renewed for you because part of the keyword here is renewal, all right? Group number 3. And yeah, adventure. So I feel that you're off to a new journey, group number 3. Maybe you've been putting off something, you've been holding on, to something way too much, but you're just going to basically, find this courage to just let it go, all right? And you're actually more kind of like optimistic to start something new for yourself, right? You don't want to be, in this stuck or stagnant energy in which you're just feeling really pissed off or you're just feeling frustrated with how things are because you're realizing that, you know what? I have the power to change my situation. For the things that I can't, again, I'm just leaving it to God. I'm just leaving it to higher power. So yeah, I feel the power of the mind as well is so strong for group number 3. Always remember, group number 3, that mind is the builder, okay? And you are the architect of your own destiny. So that's why I'm picking up for group number 3. You guys are also embracing your leadership energy, okay? You're taking the lead, you're taking charge of a situation. You're not seeing yourself as if that, oh, I'm lonely, I'm this, I'm that, I don't have this, I don't have that. That's the energy that's going to be leaving you behind because you are reclaiming your power. And you're using your power, all right, or your abilities in a very loving, in a very, appropriate way. Wow. Okay, so let's pull up more. Let's try this one. Okay, you got your occupation. See, I told you a lot of career cards for group number 3, I notice. Okay. Or a lot of, energies around financial struggles or financial constraints. Yeah, you got your fog or veil. So again, there's something about confusion because you got the fog, right? When there's actually a fog, you can't see things clearly. So that's really the energy that's leaving you guys behind, all right? Maybe it had something to do with your work, your career path. That's another possibility for some of you. Yeah, see, I told you. That's why I said earlier, it's kind of like you are this brand new person, group number 3. Now you got the phoenix rising. You're rising above the ashes, group number 3. Oh my gosh, I just love how everything is matching. Yep. You're rising above the ashes, all right? You're feeling reborn again. That's why I keep on picking up renewal for you guys. You're also discarding some old parts of yourself, just like the phoenix, all right? You're discarding some old parts of yourself, things that are actually not really good for you anymore, all right? So you can actually start again without all of those, baggages or unnecessary things from the past. Interesting, you guys. I love this. Yeah, that's why the energy of renewal is happening for group number 3. You're feeling rejuvenated. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just pull up one last from this deck. All right. Enjoy time. Yep. Like what I said, you're feeling a lot more carefree. You're actually putting your focus on the things that's going to make you feel light. That's why you got the adventure card, which is talking about laughter, renewal, or let me go back to that card that you got earlier. Because that is really, tied up to this enjoy time. Yep, this one, it says here laughter, spontaneous. It's like you're just enjoying. I feel that you guys are just being, really kind to yourself. Remember, you got the tender embrace card. You're being gentle with yourself. You're just going with the flow. All right. You're appreciating, the present moment. All right. Wow. There's actually something about 6 days and 6 weeks. So maybe that's going to be significant for you guys with regards to the energy that's leaving your life for good. So yeah, take note of that. All right, so here's what we're going to do, group number 3. We're going to be pulling up some random messages and then some oracle stones for you. Plus, we're going to reveal this card that you chose. Let's start off with the messages for you. Okay, you got your aura of love. And it says here, the union of light and dark, of earth and sky, balancer of anima and animus, the merger of two souls. Acknowledge the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, both yin and yang, to create a perfect balance. So, wow, that is really great. I feel that a lot of you guys are going to be embracing, both of your feminine and masculine aspects, because we all have that. We have divine feminine and masculine energies. So there's really going to be that perfect balance, all right? That's another thing that I'm seeing here for group number 3. Maybe in the past, you are actually more embracing either the feminine energy, or some of you are actually operating from this space in which you are more of like embracing the masculine side or the masculine energy. A good example would be this. For instance, you might find yourself always chasing relationships. You're always initiating something, You're always the one taking action. When it's the divine masculine's role to be doing that, all right? And you are not realizing that you're not embracing your own divine feminine energy. So I feel what's happening for group number 3 is that you are embracing both. You are creating balance. Wow. And so I feel that energy of you having this sort of like imbalance in terms of your masculine and feminine energies, that's walking away or that's leaving you for good. Because there's actually going to be a balance between the two aspects. Okay. All right. Now let's pull up some oracle stones. Wow, wow, wow. I love this for you. Look at that. Breathe. So you can let out that sigh of relief, group number 3. Because remember, you got the 6 of Swords. Peaceful times are on the horizon. All right. The energy of confusion, stress, anxiety. Because that's also what I got for group number 3. It's leaving you for good. Okay. And then you got forgive. So maybe that's it. For some of you, you really needed to let go. Because forgiveness means letting go of something from the past, all right? Resentments that blocks you from, achieving peace in your life. If you keep on holding on to anger, hatred, all right, that's not going to be of help. Always remember that forgiveness is a gift to yourself. This is something that I always say. Honestly, group number 3, like what I always share in my readings, my personal, experiences. I've dealt with a lot of people who did me so many cruel things. If you only knew my story, all right? It's really uncalled for. But I always find myself forgiving these people. Doesn't mean that what they did to me was okay. Okay? It's never okay. But forgiveness for me, it's letting go because I don't deserve to be, wrapped up in whatever it is that they have cost me. That I'm turning, things into something a lot more darker than what it is, right? So forgiveness is a gift to yourself because you're not wanting to see yourself as a victim of the past anymore. You're letting it go. That's why I got breathe. You're taking a breather, all right? So I feel that's what's happening for group number 3. And then we also have here compassion. You're being more compassionate. See, I told you when I saw that tender embrace. You're becoming a lot more compassionate with yourself and with others. Okay? So, let's reveal the card that you chose. Oh my gosh. See? Change. I can't believe it. No wonder you keep on getting the number 5 because 5 is a number of change. And so it says here, the path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Oh my gosh. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. So there's really going to be some changes happening for you, group number 3. But change starts within you. You can't just, sit in one corner and wait for the apple, to fall down in your lap. Because that's the energy or the message I'm hearing as well from Spirit. That these changes will first be initiated by you. Because you will be realizing, all right, they have the power to change your situation by the way you think or perceive things. That's what's going to make a difference here. Okay? You're taking charge of your situation. You're realizing that, hey, I have the power to shift things. I have the power to change my reality. Because again, out of all the 3 groups, group number 3, you are a powerful manifester. That's why I keep on giving you a lot of messages around, remember that mind is a builder. Okay? Because I feel this is something that you guys needed to realize. That you are a powerful manifester. And so use your power wisely. Use that power to create a brand new reality for yourself and not to destroy yourself in the process. By putting your focus on the negative side of things, putting your focus on the things that are only going to keep you trapped or stuck. Okay? So there you go, group number 3. I really love your reading. Very unique from group 1 and group number 2. I'll see you again next week. Ta-ta!